Here in a pensive state because I'm back on Long Island where I grew up and came up to visit my mom for a few days. And the reason I want to do this today is because I came here in 1961 when this place was built and there was nothing back here. And the main highway, Veterans Memorial Highway, was still a dirt road. It hadn't been paved yet. But when we came here, we were only the second house in the entire area to be built. And I'll never forget this. I stood right here in 1961 and I looked back and there was a deer standing right there. I remember it was beautiful. It was in the winter, there was snow on the ground, and this deer was looking at me, and I'll never forget that experience as a child and that face the deer stared at me. It was either wondering why I was here in its territory, or it was just looking at me with some state of curiosity. I'll never forget it, and I never stopped thinking about it my whole life. Anyway, I write about this in my book. When I was back here, I used to play in a pit. There was a pit back here, and it's where the builders to the house left a pile of asbestos shingles, sealants, what other chemicals, who knew what they were, and they left this big pit, and I used to play in this pit as a child. And I never thought of it again until the day I was diagnosed. I had a dream that I was playing in this pit with all these chemicals. And I remember waking up from this dream, startled, wondering if there was some correlation between childhood exposure to these chemicals and being diagnosed with multiple sclerosis 35 years later. I'll never know, but it was funny that I had never thought about that until years later that dream came back to me. So I used to play in these woods as a child. I used to walk up here. I used to ride my bike through here. As you can see, there are houses built back there, but a new addition to the whole area now is, if you look over here, you can see nothing but poison ivy everywhere. This whole area of woods is just overrun with poison ivy. You can see it's growing up all the trees, it's everywhere. So you dare not go back here now unless you want to be on steroids for the next 2 weeks. But it's funny how things change. But my mom is still here in the same house since 1961. So just, it brings back such memories to be here again. So